NewGenGamers.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we are looking at a game from Polyphony Digital. That's right.
One of the most beautiful games on the PlayStation, and one of the most talented developers out there, a second party of Sony Computer Entertainment, Polyphony Digital. And they have a pedigree of excellence with this series, and it is, of course, Gran Turismo.
We are playing the original today, so this is the one that innovated the racing genre.
This changed racing games. I mean, before this, we'd seen a million arcadey racing games. We'd seen some semi-simulated games that would give you some world circuits and things like that, but nothing
to this degree.
Nothing like this. Not even, like the NASCAR games on PC were as detailed as this, to the level of customization. You can tweak all the settings on your car, and it makes for a really immersive experience, because your car handles how it's tweaked to a degree unlike any other game. Every single car handles and drives like it should.
Yeah, there were so many options you could go into and change too in this game, where you could just set different parameters for it.
And the amount of cars, there are dozens and dozens of authentic, realistically modeled cars, and they went so far as to record the actual audio of every car. So the engine revving that you hear is from that car, not just a blanket revving noise that the programmers put in there. Every single car is modeled accurately to every degree that they could pack into it.
Oh, when I first played this game, it was amazing.
It was a mind blower.
I had never seen cars like this before.
And of course, takes full use of the analog sticks. One of the earlier games to really embrace and promote the use of the DualShock.
Oh, and to truly play this game, you needed the analog stick. It gave you such accurate turning.
The analog stick and the rumble features definitely made this game stand out. So many things. It did everything right. Such a fun game.
Another aspect of this game that I loved was the replay feature. You'd go back through and you'd replay it, and you wouldn't just see it from the same angle you see it, because you have many different driving angles. The game would basically cut it cinematically. Your race would look like they cut it from different angles.
Yeah, let's take a look at that after this race, because it really is a cinematic experience. And
another thing that PlayStation was really big with was bringing the cinema experience home.
Yeah, this was another title that defined the PlayStation for sure, and brought that level of immersion to a racing game where this really is an experience.
Stay off of me.
The tagline for the series is the driving simulator, and that's it, the driving simulator. That's what they call it.
And see, now after I've been taking some hits here, my car's shaking a little bit. I'm taking some damage.
And they couldn't actually model damage on the game because the car makers, especially of the high-end pricey cars, don't like to see their cars get demolished. So there isn't any damage modeling, but that allowed them to get virtually every big car manufacturer lined up for this series. So let's take a look at this replay. Now this is really cool. And with each iteration of the series, the graphics just get better, and these replays are more and more amazing. Now, of course, this doesn't look quite as impressive as it did in the mid-90s.
But they still look realistic.
It is amazing, the shadowing, the lighting effects that they're trying to push, and the way the cars move, how they handle, the smoke effects.
And you can even see the little details in the cars.
Yeah, the headlights, the rims, everything modeled very nicely.
Now you look at this compared to something that was on the Saturn, like that Andretti Racing we were playing. You remember how rough those models were? And these were only 2 years apart.
Yeah, everything on here runs at such a solid frame rate, and you see in this 3D replay just how solid the 3D engine is, and just you can see in the backgrounds the track isn't breaking, and there aren't little glitches here and there. The whole game is just
it's really smooth,
really solid, really smooth, really well put together, and really set such a standard for racing games, as we said.
And there's another one of those cinematic angles where it goes behind your car and you can see how it turns and everything.
Yeah, you can see the realistic drift and turning. Now, as you can see, Ray's not that great of a driver, but if you really get into this and realistically drive all the races full length, you can get down and gritty with it. And
I drive like a jerk.
Yeah, you're kind of reckless there. But you pick your level of immersion with this as well.
No, I don't know if you could see there where the car was shaking.
Yeah,
I was getting feedback on that too.
Okay. Yeah, it's very reactive. And the challenge goes up. If you want to work your way up through the game and unlock all the cars, you have to do different license challenges where you have to accomplish certain things within a certain amount of time and things like that. So they really challenge you and force you to drive as you would drive a real car. But that's a quick look at it, just at how solid of a game it is and how much fun it is.
So yeah, definitely if you get a chance to play Gran Turismo, go for it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is the premier racing series ever since this title came out.
So, moving on here.
New Gen Gamers.com.